Hi, welcome to Nona's Here. I'm Nona. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. Today I am joining the lovely Sonia from Domestic Diva DIY. Today is Pinterest inspired DIY. I've chosen 3 crafts to share with you. 2 were successes and 1 was a total fail. I'll share all 3 with you. I will be sure and link Sonia from Domestic Diva DIY's channel down below and the playlist of everyone who has joined in today's fun collaboration. So, stay tuned for my 2 successes and 1 total fail crafts. In the meantime, if you haven't hit that little red subscribe button, I sure wish you would do it today. And don't forget to hit the bell next to it and the word all so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. So, enough chatting. Let's get over to my craft table so I can show you what I've done today for my Pinterest inspired DIYs. DIY number 1. Okay, I found this little guy on Pinterest. You notice I have a hard time saying that word. I always want to put an extra syllable in there. From Zazzle.com. So I needed 2 terracotta pots, a medium-sized one and a real small one. I used some pumpkin Waverly chalk paint, some adhesive all glue, that burlap tape I got at Walmart. It's sticky on the one side, some googly eyes, some wired jute cord, a black deco color pen, paintbrush, and scissors, and a child's luau for the raffia. I'm going to paint the larger terracotta pot with the pumpkin and the top of the smaller terracotta pot with the pumpkin, and I use that sticky burlap tape to put around the middle of the smaller terracotta pot. Then I use the glue to put the 2 terracotta pots together, the smaller one with the open side, open end up, and the bigger one with the upside down. But this is where I made a mistake because I wanted to put the raffia as straw between the 2 pots. So now I had to lift up the little pot, stick in some hot glue, and stick in the raffia to put the raffia in between the 2 pots to make the straw coming out of the little scarecrow's neck, which was a little messy, but it turned out okay. So I did that all around the neck of the little scarecrow so he'd have straw coming out of there. I just cut up the luau, the little luau skirt, into strips and stuck it in there, but if you do yours, don't do like me. Then I took the 2 googly eyes and the pen, then glued them on, and then I took my pen and made a triangle for a nose and a squiggly mouth because I'm not artistic. I took the jute wired cord and put on 2 legs and glued some of it in the back to make 2 arms. Also, that jute cord wire kind of comes undone, so I took some of the burlap and made them 2 big feet because the bottom was coming unraveled of the jute cord of the legs. Then I took some of that styrofoam and hot glued it in, and hot glued a bunch of raffia onto the styrofoam coming out of his head so that he had a bunch of straw coming out of his scarecrow head. And there he is. I put 2 little patches on his body using that burlap tape that I got at Walmart. And there he is, all finished. I think he came out really cute. And here you can see his big feet because I added the burlap tape to the bottom of the cord because it was becoming unraveled. Okay, on to DIY number 2, which was my fail. Now this was all over Pinterest, doing a leaf bowl, and it even said kids could make it. So I had this plastic bowl, a whole bunch of leaves, some Mod Podge, and some water, and a foam brush, and I used this press and seal to put over my bowl like the directions said. The reason for the water is the press and seal sticks better if you use a little bit of water to attach the press and seal. So step 1 was real easy. I got the press and seal all over the outside of the bowl, and then I started to use the Mod Podge, which oftentimes doesn't work well for me. So I started on the bottom, and that worked out pretty easily. I put some Mod Podge on, and I attached the leaves and put more Mod Podge on, and it was quite messy. But that's okay. I got the leaves all over the bottom, but when I started to do the sides, the leaves just would not stick. I worked on this thing for about 3 days, and the leaves just wouldn't stick. Maybe natural leaves will work better than fake leaves. Maybe when I have more time and more patience, I'll go back to it. If I ever get it to work out, it's going to become a family heirloom. It will be in my will because it has taken me so long to do. But that is my fail, which you will see in just a moment. It would have been neat if it worked out, but I just couldn't get it to work. See how the leaves just won't stick? I tried and tried. Sometimes crafting can be a struggle, and you just have to laugh and walk away from it sometimes. Okay, DIY number 3. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to remind everyone that recently I went over 200 subscribers, which for me is a major milestone. So I will include a link below to yesterday's video that I am doing a small giveaway of 3 calendars. So if you are interested in my giveaway, be sure and check out my link below for my giveaway. You can only enter the giveaway on yesterday's video, which is called Calendar Giveaway. So be sure and check it out. Also, don't forget to comment below which one of my crafts today was your favorite. And thanks as always to our host, Sonia from Domestic Diva DIY, and don't forget to check out the playlist of all the other creators. Okay, on to DIY number 3. I really loved this Pinterest craft, but this person was a builder. So the bottom is the glass candlestick holder that was covered with twine. This is more rustic than my taste. But just because something's not your taste doesn't mean that you can't appreciate the art of it. And this person used drills and screws, and I don't have that kind of equipment, so I did it Nona's way. But I really appreciated the beauty of this. One's a lamp and one's a picture holder. So I did it Nona's way, and I'll show you how I did it. So what I used for I did the picture holder. So I had this candlestick holder, that everything I got at Dollar Tree, which of course I cleaned off with alcohol so I got any fingerprints or dirt off of it. I used my Gorilla Wood glue. I used my E6000, and I used my level to make sure everything was level. And I had several things there to figure out how I wanted to do it. That's a staple remover. That's my tool to use for hot glue so I don't burn myself. Okay, so I had this black pumpkin that I thought maybe I could use that to do the tears. Then I had this wooden plaque. I thought maybe I could do that for the tears. Then I had this wreath ring, and I thought maybe I could do that to build the tears. Then I had a round plaque, and then I had that pumpkin that I thought I could use to, I was thinking of different ways I could build the tears. Well, the wreath ring looked real pretty, but it wasn't quite right to build the tears. So I just tried different ways to build the tears. The oval wood, and that looked like that might work, and then the round wood, and that might work. So I decided to go with the round. Everything was round, and I had some ribbon, so I had to take the staples off of that. So I went with the round candlestick holder, the round piece of wood, and the round pumpkin. But it's not going to look like a pumpkin when I'm done. So I took the sticker off the back, and it had that nice little stand on the bottom, so I wasn't going to have to worry about how I was going to make the pumpkin stand up. So I painted everything black with my, there's Grumpy Grandpa on the back. So I painted everything black with my black Waverly chalk paint. And then I dry brushed it with my rub gold paint. And it comes in a little tube, and you do it like dry brushing, only without a brush. You put it on your fingertip and just highlight with it around the high edges, and you can see me doing it there. You just put it on your fingertip and wherever you want to, just like you would dry brushing something to highlight things. And this is much more my taste. So that's what I'm doing, and I did it on all three pieces. The candlestick holder, the round piece of wood that I'm going to use on top of the candlestick holder, and then the pumpkin that I painted black on both sides. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so now you can see everything's painted black. Now I'm going to use my E6000 and put the wooden round plaque on top of the candlestick holder. I've turned the candlestick upside down. And so I'm going to use my E6000, which I'm having trouble getting it out. You know how hard that is to get out sometimes. I'm going to put that all around, and then I'm going to use my level to make sure that I have it on there level. And then I'm going to take my large jar of black Waverly chalk paint, because it's almost full, and I'm going to let that set overnight and dry. Now I have a little clip that I'm going to clip on the stem. Okay, it had a pin on it. I'm going to hot glue that to the stem of the pumpkin so that I can clip a snapshot on there. See how that pumpkin has a little stand on the bottom, so I don't have to worry about screwing anything down or nailing anything down. So I'm going to use some of my Fix-It-All adhesive and some hot glue, and I'm going to put it on the round piece of wood, which is dried all night to the candlestick. And I've also put a ribbon, and there it's all finished. And that is a picture of my good-looking grumpy grandpa and my beautiful daughter-in-law 2 years ago at the wedding. Actually, it's been 2.5 years. And I think it really came out pretty. I know it's really different. This is really different than the Pinterest craft, but I did it Nona's way. And really, that's what it's about. You're supposed to look at someone else's craft and then do it your way. And this is Nona's way of doing it, and I love it. It fits my taste and it fits my decor, and it makes me happy. And really, that's what you're supposed to do, is take someone else's craft and do it your way. And I hope that's what my crafts do, is to inspire someone to do a craft and do it their way. Don't forget to comment down below which one was your favorite craft, and be sure and share. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that. and check out the playlist so you can see what all the other creators have done. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you at Nona's here again very soon. And if you're interested in that giveaway, check out the calendar giveaway link down below.